better sing it.
Oh.
Come on, Kelly.
You better sing it. You gonna remix it? Come on, we make remixes
No, you
around here.
already know what that is, though. That's the beat to
Case.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
907 with the morning culture on the People Station V103 to ATL's #1 hip hop and R&B. Frank Ski, J Nova, JR. Big Tick sitting in for Frank. Him back next week.
Him back.
But Kelly Price is joining us live.
Yeah. Price.
Watch
Looking gorgeous.
V103.com.
Yes.
Hey,
Looking
beautiful.
flawless.
good. Thank you.
Don't be coming to LA and not speaking to me during BET Award weekend.
Negroid. Are you kidding me?
Oh, wait a minute. Negroid.
You became the Negroid.
Look,
quick.
I'm looking up on
Real
stage.
quick.
Oh, she's just gonna perform in her boots on stage and don't say hi.
You literally were like 6. I'm trying to remember. You were about 6 feet from me. I was watching you talk to. No, you were talking to T.I.
It happens.
I was sitting 4 seats
Oh,
to
really?
the
I
left
didn't
of
see
where
you.
you were standing.
There was a lot of people in
There were
there.
a lot of people in
But
there.
you did your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she always do her thing.
Yo.
Oh my God.
I hear
You
Kelly
sing
Price
down.
getting ready to sing. I'm like, I'm going to stop and listen.
Oh, thank you.
You know you sing down.
You know what? I love what I do.
Yeah, it
I love what
shows.
I do, and it's been a part of my. According to the older people in my family, I was singing before I was talking.
Wow.
So it's my first language, and I absolutely love it.
I love that. That's my first language.
Yeah, for sure.
Amen. Sunday best lady.
Yeah, can you believe that?
Hey, new job.
Back.
Hey, bags.
Okay, hey.
Understand? Understand?
Yes, understood. Comprendo. Absolutely. Yeah, so what's crazy about it, it's been gone for 4 seasons.
Yeah.
They brought it back, reimagined by Jesse Collins, who we all know is a freaking just genius behind the lens and just creatively. And it was his idea to bring it back and to have an R&B judge in one of the judges' seats, which I love that. Everybody always does that. I'm a church girl and I'm a preacher's kid, but I'm an R&B singer by trade. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody, that's what
That's
I do.
your occupation. That's not your
Occupation,
faith.
and I've been doing it professionally since I was 18 years old. So I'm a solid.
What's the problem,
What's all
Tigger?
that, Tig?
It's not a problem. I'm just, I don't disassociate gospel from Kelly Price.
No, and I knew that that's where you were going. So it actually is a great
I'm
fit.
happy for
Yeah,
it.
it's a perfect. It's a
Right.
perfect
I think-
fit.
But I'm
think
saying when
it's a
if
perfect
you would have,
fit.
they would have put like somebody who I didn't associate with gospel, I'm like, okay, that's different. But when
Right.
I heard Kelly Price, that makes sense.
Like even though you sing R&B, you still connect
No,
to.
I'm always gonna
Easy.
be a church kid.
For sure.
I'm always gonna
That
be a
makes
church kid.
sense.
Yeah, no, like the church kid in me is never going anywhere. I embrace her. Sometimes I think I probably shame the church people a little bit, but y'all just keep praying for me. God ain't finished.
I was
with
going
me.
to ask that. Has there ever been like a conflict being a church kid with some of the records and stuff that you've done? Nah?
Not for me.
Okay.
I actually feel like I've been a very, very intentional, conscious artist. Earlier in my career, specifically, I made very intentional decisions about the way I wanted to record my music and even the guest appearances that I made. So, and I'm a little more stretched now. The kids are grown. Like when they were younger, I always felt like I wanted to be able to present something to them. If I couldn't do it in front of them, that I felt like I didn't need to do it because I wanted to be an example for them. My baby is 25 now.
Did people ever pressure you to not do R&B and to do gospel and feel like you needed to save your voice for the Lord?
Well,
Stop
I mean,
doing the
I was
heathens
raised
Not that ghost
way.
voice.
I was raised in that way, but I got a chance to be the game changer in my family, where the older generation felt like that was my soul if I was out there because they couldn't disassociate while living from the music.
Right.
And my thing is, you got principals that's buck wild. You got cops and politicians. You got preachers that are buck wild.
That part.
It's about life choices, and I literally presented it as you either trust what you put in me or you don't.
Yeah, it's interesting because they only put that pressure on music.
Right.
Like you don't say, "Oh, you're not a gospel doctor. You're not a gospel pilot."
I'm going to tell you something. It's even more so cultural because I've worked with people in every genre. I've worked with country. When I worked with Winona Judd, like I literally... Nobody, she considers herself a Christian. She really believes in God. Nobody says that she can't do a gospel album and then come back to country. It's
Right.
really more of a cultural thing within
black
our
Black
community.
people.
It really is.
I mean,
It
Snoop
really
did
is.
one.
Oh, the Snoop's gospel
Snoop
album last
won.
year?
He
Think about
won
it,
at the
he won.
BET
Snoop
Awards
won.
He
for
did.
best gospel album.
People have a problem with it sometimes, but this is my thing. Why keep talking to the people that have heard it already?
Right.
Get it to somebody that needs to
That's what
hear
Snoop was saying as well.
it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Amen, amen.
Absolutely.
Makes
Kelly
sense to
Price is
me.
our guest, 912 with the morning culture. Listen, we're going to talk some more to her about Sunday Best and when she cooking for us and stuff like that when we get back.
Yeah. That's
Kelly
good,
Price.
ATL.
Kelly Price.
Kelly Price singing Kelly Price.
Kelly Price.
Kelly Price.
Watch V103.com. It's happening right now. Congratulations, Grandma.
Yeah.
Grandma.
Grandma.
Glamma.
They call me Gigi.
Gigi.
Hey, Gigi.
Wait a minute, how many grands?
Three grand blessings. Little girls.
So wait a minute. This the son or the daughter?
My son. No, the girls, I really, my son met his wife on the second day in the first year of college.
Wow.
And they've been together ever since. So I have 3 incredible, beautiful granddaughters. My girls, I literally lectured them and told them, you're either going to carry a passport or a diaper bag. And I actually misquoted myself. I said passport or Pampers was what I said to them.
Alliteration.
And so far that's worked.
Okay.
Yeah.
They like passports.
They like passports.
Stamps.
Yes, yeah.
So-
They've had them since they were very young, and that was an addiction that they caught from me. So
That's good.
yeah.
Amen,
Yeah.
amen.
It's good foundation.
It's
right
worked
there.
so far.
So dating in Atlanta.
It's very difficult.
Oh, this is like Mad Libs right now. Wait a minute.
Why does everybody say? Everybody says that.
It's very difficult.
Why?
You know what? So we have to remember how old I am. That's number one. I'm 46 years old. I know I only look 26.
Yes,
Did I just do that? Yeah, I did.
it's true.
Thank you, Grandma, for these jeans. It's very hard. I'm on the backside of divorce. I've never dated in this century because I was with my first boyfriend my whole life.
Wow.
So when I moved back to the ATL in 2015 and starting to date, it was a very interesting thing. Things are just, I don't know that they're more different or if they're just more open, but people love free. And they love, I've met a lot of people that say, I fall in love with the spirit of the person and it doesn't matter what body that spirit comes in.
Pansexual.
I feel like if you want to be with me, and I respect everybody's privacy, but I feel like if you want to be with me, I have a right to know that that's your position
preference.
because you take away my options. And I need to know so I can make an informed decision about whether or not I'm okay.
Right.
You know what I mean? To move forward. And so that's what makes it a little difficult. Okay. And then, of course, we know that because this is a city where it's a 20-to-1 ratio, a lot of people feel like they don't need to make a decision because there's so much out there. And if that's your choice, I'm cool with that too, but I'm not sharing.
Do you use apps?
I'm stingy.
Ever use dating
So
apps?
I joined a dating site once, and the very first time somebody recognized me as me, it freaked me out. So I never
How they not gonna know it's you?
Right. That's tough.
It's weird though.
Yeah.
You didn't use
what I
no
mean?
pseudonym, like come up with a name.
Because at the
No,
end of
you
the
still
day,
gotta see
when
the
you
picture.
at
but
the end,
you don't.
listen, because I don't want anybody to do that to me.
You're not swiping unless you see a picture.
Yeah,
Exactly.
true.
So
Yeah,
you're
so-
gonna have to see the picture.
So it's just weird. It's weird. I've been doing this for 28 years. I don't meet people who don't recognize who I am immediately. So there's an added layer of having to think about.
Okay, so
Why you here?
how should a man approach you ideally?
Oh, Lady Price.
Very confidently, because you have to have confidence to stand beside me.
Like Teddy Pendergrass confident? you got no.
I love a confident man. I love a man that understands. First of all, you have to know who I am, who's not threatened by what I do, and you got to meet me where I am in that. I am going to always be your greatest competition. Like in dating, people have said to me, is there competition? Is there somebody else? There's me. There's me. And what I have taught myself in the last 4 or 5 years of being single is how to, I've dated myself and I treat me very well.
All right, sis.
I do.
I love that.
So I am your competition. Watch how I treat me. And that's what you have to do.
That's a word right there.
Yeah.
I like that.
We deserve it.
We do.
Amen. Kelly Price hanging out. We talking about cheerings and grand cheerings and why she don't want to date y'all. And,
Yeah, they a little too open and free. She
All
said.
too fluid for
I'm
Miss
here for
Price.
everybody's freedom. Respect
Wow.
mine.
Yeah.
she's going to be on Sunday Best. It returns June 30th, 8 p.m. on BET. She's
Yay.
one of the new judges.
Yes.
With Jonathan McReynolds alongside returning judging gospel great Erica Campbell, my sis. Hey, sis.
Hey, girl.
Kirk Franklin also returns as host and mentor.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
did you see any of the auditions or you just heard about them?
So we actually conducted some auditions in the first couple of episodes, but this was narrowed down to the top 20 by the time they got to us.
Got it.
And it was really difficult. We saw some amazing talent. I can tell you'll not be disappointed with any of the singing that you hear. So our job really was to have to make a decision on who had the best shot at developing themselves as an all-around artist and entertainer, because everyone can sing.
That's what's happening.
Wow.
It was good. It was great. Shout out to Jesse Collins.
Did anybody need more Jesus than others?
Probably me. If we just gonna keep it all the way real, but I strive to do better every day. And Jesus, you know your child.
Amen.
You know who I is.
Kelly, we love you.
Yes.
Price.
Tell them how to follow you, love you, and support you at all times.
Oh my God, yes. Come find me on Instagram. It is the verified one, MSKELLYPRICE. On Twitter, I am Kelly Price, the number 4 real. On Facebook, I'm Kelly Price with the verified blue check.
Hey.
And new music coming this summer and all kinds of stuff. I got stuff coming. I got a book coming, Life After Divorce, Depression, Death, Depression, and Divorce. The new music is very interesting. It is all about single Kelly in her 40s after being married my whole life. Very interesting stories to tell there.
I feel like I'm going to be a love interest in your next video.
Listen, come on, be this love interest. You was my other baby daddy for a long time.
Oh, wait a minute.
None of your business, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
None of your business. That's me and Kelly.
I'm out of it.
Yeah, we've had a long-standing thing. We're a couple of decades in right now.
Facts.
All
Facts.
right.
Facts. Love her. Support her. Sunday Best, June 30th, 8 p.m. on BET.